Welcome everybody. This is the Love Life Show. I want to welcome you as we enjoy and we learn tonight. So welcome everybody when you're here. Tell them the Love Life program is on as we enjoy the love music. Yeah. Hi George, good to see you. Share the video. Let us share. Yes, George, good to see you. Yes, Ramsey. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hi, Pastor Masiko. Good to see you. We're going to talk about love, the Love Life program. And feel free to share the video and to give your contribution. I love you more than you ever know. It's so beautiful. Now, Katsoket sharing a video, kind of it. Katsoket sharing a video before we go into that because I forgot to tag some friends here, but I think they can get the video if I can share. So please feel free to share. But it is the new. God is so good today. We're gonna learn something. Let us educate each other. Let us learn from one another. Embozi zona zetuwulira zetufuna tuziyigireko, and every story is a lesson to our generation so that we can do better every day. Every day. We teach not because we are perfect, but we teach because we continually learn. We learn lessons. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Andrew Masiko. I'm so happy to have you on here. Like I'm saying that we don't teach just because we are perfect, but we teach because we learn every day. We learn lesson. We have gone through stuff and we have seen stuff, and we recycle all the negatives we've been through. And it's always very important to know that you can recycle your story and make other people benefit. Hi Zami Benders, good to see you, my dear. Have people benefit from your story. Have people learn from what you've been through. It's always important. And you always score. It's not to come here and embarrass yourself or tell people about what is going on, or just to make yourself look like you're the smartest of all. No. Life is not like that. But if you want to improve and do better, always recycle the negatives and the shit you've been through, and make it for good use. Make it of good use. Ebintu byonna by'oyiseemu osobola obikozesa ne bikutwala ku level endala. So whatever we've been through, we make it for good use, for somebody never to go through what we've been through. So we use them to teach and encourage, and also things that we have learned. Things that we have learned, we make people learn also from those. Katwabe. I wanted to invite some friends of mine here. Who else did I have to invite here? Baniliza nyo. Feel free to share and to invite other people to be part of the show. I know to some people it's late night. It's getting late. We have time zone changes, so we got an hour when we changed into another season. So we got an hour behind. So we are an hour behind as usual. So before we were starting at 12, that would be 10, maybe Uganda time, and South Africa 9, which was maybe earlier. But nowadays, it's sawazachuka. So it's interesting how things, or God created things and how they work. But mbaniriza nnyo, let's get into the books and let's have a good conversation, constructive conversation. Twige. So today we are going to talk about responsibilities. We realize most of the time people tend to neglect their responsibilities and things crumble. And last time we talked about blame shifting. So when we neglect our responsibilities, we end up shifting the blame and blaming other people for what went wrong. Netunonzika nga tulina gwe tukisimbulizaako ne gwe tukitaddeko ne gwe tukigamba nti oyo ye yavaako ensobi, but most of the time in the first place we neglected our responsibilities. We took it for granted. It's very not just evil but dangerous to take your relationship for granted, to take your spouse for granted. Very dangerous, because before you know it, you may take it for granted and you never realize it. Ochiraba oyinza omutekinga for granted and you never realize it. Nti mutekinze for granted era oba oli awo tali happy with what I'm doing. Okay, kati kambalindeko katono tutandikire wamu. Tubadde tulina akayimba wano ke tuwuliriza. I love you more than what you think. Carol, it's good to see you. Maridad, my friend, it's been a long time, but nange ngombuzeeko. Good. Mwena mbaniriza nnyo, my friend. Banange Mrs. Kamya, wati kyo tukyalirako ku programu yaffe eno gwasinga okutegeera ebya love. Be the one. We talk about love, we're talking about relationship, the Love Life Show. I cherish more than anything. I love you more than you'll ever know. Sometimes we can't express how we feel about people and they'll never know how deep we love them. Omutima gwange tosobola gulaba, you know, more than you ever know. I love you more and more and more and more than you ever know. Woo! Good to see you, Pastor Susan. Sergo Joseph, good to see you. That is the love mode. We are in the love mode today. It's a Friday. Njagala bakulisayo mwenna babadde busy ng'emikolo gibawu. People have been busy. You know, everybody's been excited and people have been busy. Now let's get out the music. Oh, my friend from Ghana, good to see you. Ambadimba Gamant, welcome back from all the functions. It's been a hectic week, and we have had all the headlines and everything that happened. And we want to thank God that everything that happened is something that we can learn from. We don't want titwagala tukitwale bubi, you know, tetujja kitwala bubi, that somebody moved on and found a better deal for love, you know. We don't, people will say, hey Jessica, now you're supporting that, you're supporting abambachi tutenga bwenzi. Everybody has their opinion and you are entitled to your own opinion. I'm not going to challenge your opinion, but it is what it is. Tokyalina kyogenda kukyusa. Ekyabaddewo. You can't change anything, but you want to learn something, and this is that both of us, each side, each spouse has to learn. That we have to realize our responsibility. And when we start living together, because we know that we are raised, some of us don't know actually, actually the way we've been raised, we're raised from different backgrounds, like what I saw my father do. Fena tuyiga okusookera ddala tuyiga from our backgrounds, the way we were raised. What I saw my father do and how my father behaved, most of the time I'm gonna think that is what a man is supposed to be doing or behaving like. If my father was a provider, was taking responsibility, I'm gonna look for a man that I would think that will be like my father and take responsibility as my father used to do. And say, that I want to find a man like my father, because my father took it upon to himself that he is gonna take care of his family. So ekyo kyenakula manyi, kyenakula ndaba, even the different families I've been through, I've been seeing men taking responsibility and they are not neglecting it at any point. But we go and meet these guys of our generation and they come as men, because God created love and marriage for a man and a woman, and everybody has their own department. They have, each of us has a position in this relationship and a responsibility, and those responsibilities have to be taught. That's why I tell you parents that when you're raising your boys, raise them to become men, not raising them to become boys. Raise them as you're raising somebody who's going to become somebody's husband tomorrow. And when you're raising the girls, raise them to know that just raise them as somebody who's going to become somebody's wife tomorrow. So what is expected of a wife? The primary thing is responsibility. Because women and wives, we are the managers of the home. We are the guy will give you a house and you will make a home out of it. He'll give you groceries and you will make dinners and dishes out of it. So it's the bigger role to manage a home is for a woman. And we realize that we have as parents of our generation, we put a lot of emphasis in education and paying for school fees, and we neglect the major role of a woman raising these people into becoming mothers, into becoming wives, into becoming people of responsible people in the society. So we have to know our responsibilities so that we don't neglect them indirectly. Some of us neglect them directly. And once you lose your responsibility, you lose your position. Kasito neglecting obuvunanyizibwa bwo, ekifo kyo ng'omusajja, ekifo kyo ng'omukyala, ogenda okisesetukamu mpola mpola. Before you know it, your relationship is going to be on a rock. And before you know it, the relationship is not going to work, because you're going to be switching responsibilities and abandoning your own responsibilities. Once you abandon your responsibility, soon or later, it's not going to work. And last time we talked about blame shifting. And if it doesn't work, you're going to find somebody to blame it on, which is not going to be the truth. The truth of the matter is going to remain that you've been negligent of your responsibility as a woman and of your responsibility as a man. Look at me, I'm a Christian. I always tell you that we get our examples in the Bible. Because the way you're going to run, the Bible is a standard book for Christians. I don't know about the Quran for the Muslims, but the way I'm going to run my relationship is maybe different from the way you run yours. But there are standards. The standards that we keep and maintain from the Bible and maybe from the Quran. Because I've been listening to Muslim people, and they tell us how their holy book teaches them how a man should take responsibility. Teaches them Ekurani bwesomesa abasajja obuvunanyizibwa bwabwe ng'abaami n'abakyala obuvunanyizibwa bwabwe ng'abakyala. So kyenva nzija okutwejjukanya nti mu mulembe gwaffe in nowadays we are losing it, and we are losing it by neglecting our own responsibilities. Obuvunanyizibwa. And the cause of this is because we have not been trained and raised for responsibility. Shitegera. Fetwaberanga abato. We used to think that our parents are hard on us, but they were raising us to be responsible people. The elder could be left to take care of the siblings, and mama or mother will go away maybe to visit or maybe to do her thing, and she will tell you that at 1, I remember we didn't have a clock, but we would count from the shed and say that when you see the shed reaching this time, you give the baby milk. And when it reaches here, she will mark. She will know that after 1 hour, nchesikirize bwe kituuka wano ng'owa omwana amata. After 1 hour, kijja kuba kituuse wano era oddemu omuwa amata. So nga bakulekera omwana oba the last born of the baby at home. Notwala obuvunanyizibwa ate n'amusanga nga takaabyeko. We used to carry those babies n'omunyeenya n'oyimba obuyimba. N'akomawo n'akola ki? N'amusanga nga ali okay. That was not just that our parents were negligent or they were putting it hard on us, but they were raising us as girls to know that, training us to be responsible people. Na yosanga families right now, ngo tewaliwo omukozi nga waliwo abaana abamaze P7 abatuuse mu senior 2 ne babaweereza take away from restaurant because tewali wagenda bafumbira. Nobody's gonna cook for them, so they will send them takeaways of food home or deliveries because you think abaana bange omukozi yagenze oba omukozi yagenze kukyala, so tewali agenda bafumbira. Yet you are raising these people to become mothers tomorrow. That's why when they go and get married, they are going to live that way, and they are not going to manage a home. Because they are going to start living the life that they have been through back home. And once they start living that life, probably sometimes they are not going to afford that life. Ochegera. Ojakwa so omwana ng'omwala ye ebintu, he orders food. Mbamanya abawala. Natuke omusajja nga ye ordering food from a restaurant. She cannot cook. She cannot improvise. You know what they call improvising? So, if you are starting a family and you are eating from takeaways, how are you going to develop if you don't know how to cook? Even as omusajja akwagala nnyo sente weeziri mugenda kulaakulana mutya, how are you going to build your own family? Remember ng'omukyala, the Bible says that a wise woman builds up his own home. Omukazi yazimba ennyumba ye. Omusajja wanaakulekera ssente emitwalo 5 gyonna n'ogispendinga. Enkya y'omusajja ajja kugamba leero siina ssente. What are you going to do? Okitegera? So I've been teaching you about seasons of life. There are seasons in oba mufumbiriganidwa, you don't have many children, you have one baby, and sente zijja mu bungi, and you don't have guarantee it's gonna be like that forever. So it will be a time for you as a woman and your responsibility to look to it to see that you build up your own family, you build up your own house, you save money and you invest, so that in the winter season of your marriage, in the winter season of your family, you still can survive the storm. You still can survive the winters. The same applies to men. Men are not raised to responsibilities. Nowadays, abasajja are busy looking for women who are self-reliant. Why? Because they are afraid of responsibility. They want to find a self-reliant woman, amuzeremu abaana, because they know tyoyo bwe muzaalamu abaana bajja kusobola obbalabirira. Really? Is that a man and you call yourself a man just because you put on pants? Just because you put on pants does not necessarily make you a man. A man means responsibility. If you're not a responsible person, quit yourself, quit the club of men. Vamu basajja. Kasita obuvunaanyizibwa bwo bukulema, omusajja aba musajja wa maka. Ne wonogama mbuno oli musajja. Naye nga toyina amaka nga amaka go gakulema, togenda kuyala. Togenda kuyala mu bantu. Nobody's gonna respect you. Tuwalabyeko wano, the young people who come and say, I've been disrespected, I've been humiliated, I've been this and that. Yes, because you have neglected your responsibility. Even the Bible says, who cannot take care of his own family, how can you take care of the community? Bwegaba amakago gakulemye, ogenda kusobola otya okuyimirizaawo community, oba okuinfluencinga community. Okitegeera? So we are going to talk about these things. How are you going to, if you cannot handle your responsibility as a man? Nokira ku macha ng'omusajja wakwata omukazi n'omuwasa n'omuteeka mu nnyumba. Nokira ku macha n'ogamba mbunze nanyiga n'ennoba. Who taught you that? Kyavaayo mu mulembe guno. I never saw my father leaving home because bayombaganye. Mutatange yanoba. I'm seeing things in this generation that I can never imagine. Men just wake up and run away. What kind of a generation are we raising? And then I'm telling you this. It's not about what the saga that has been happening, but this represents many of us, including me, including you. Represents how we think and how we feel and what we do. Because we are not raised to take responsibility. You don't want any shake. You cannot stand any storm. Omuyaga bwe gujja mu marriage tosobola guyimiriramu. We are not built to stay. We are so weak that if we are in a relationship and something shake like this, kumisinde kumbiro nga tuteekayo. And we will have all the excuses in the world. Omukazi yali ankola bwati, omusajja yali ankola bwati. Mr. Angel, Mr. Perfect, Mrs. Angel, ogena musangawa. Everybody has their own issues. Everybody, like Cedric says, everybody has their own junk. You just have to understand each other's junk and help clean up. If it can't clean up, you live with it. Kubanga osobola okera kumacha n'odduka ekikumi n'ogenda n'ofumbirwa n'omusajja omulala n'okola n'embaga endala otiise. But there is a difference between a wedding and a marriage. Two different things. I told you that the person you date is completely different from the person you marry, that person that comes into your space. After some time, reality will kick in. And you realize this person akola bwati, this person ali bwati, this person ali bwati. Ogenda kunoba mpaka wa. This is a generation olaba omukazi nga toswala. Nze ekyo kintu kinswaza nnyo. Toswala okubeera ng'olina abaana bataano mu basajja bataano. I was talking to a friend here yesterday. Ne mugamba kakati ogenda kubeera n'abaana bameka mu bakazi bameka. What are you doing to yourself? Ogenda kuba mukoddomi mu families meka. Because olina abaana bataano already mu bakazi bana. So oli mukoddomi mu family ennya. But currently, I'm sorry, my friend Kasaba ali kuno tebakumanyi. But I use all those Because I know that you respect me. That's why you talk to me. And I use all those stories because there are so many that we represent. And oyina abaana bana mu bakazi abaana bataano mu bakazi bana naye ate era still you are not married. Kitegeeza you're still searching and you're gonna look for somebody else ate ne gw'onookwana era naye ojja kuba naye kati onoogaggawala ddi ono atwala child support bano batwala child support gw'oneezimba ddi ng'omuntu. When are you going to establish yourself as a person, as a man, and build up a family? When every money, and that's what you tell me. And you tell me every money that I get, in the same money, I get a lot of money, but I don't know why I spend. How? I don't see the money. How are you going to see the money when you have 4 families to take care of? Because the other one ajja kuzaalamu takola. They are going to ask for rent. They are going to ask for food. The girl is going to live off that child. Go azaalamu. Ogenene kumulala. So kigenda komawa. And where are we heading as a generation? Okitegeera. So we should learn to take responsibility. If you get into a relationship, I always tell you, you don't have to get into a relationship when you're not ready. Mwagala okuzaala simanya no beera na proud ogamba mbuze ne bwenfiira wano kasita nina abaana bange abaana bana mu bakazi 5 simanya abaana 5 mu bakazi bana. Doesn't make sense. You're gonna leave behind a burden to the society. Already twina abantu mu society. Sorry, I'm not gonna take this. I know this is from my doctor. Already twina abaana. Nafe fenyini we have gone through a hard life. And you know the hardship you have found. That's me, what I think. That I've been through hardship, raising myself. And then you bring other people to face what you are facing, to struggle with this world. When you're not even ready. Emotionally, you're not ready. Physically, you're not ready. Financially, you're not ready. And you run away from your responsibility. And you start blaming women. You start blaming men. Both sides now we are talking ill and we are sick of each other. Men are sick of men. Women are sick of men. Abasajja bavuma abakazi bavuma abasajja. So where are we heading? Okitegeera. What if you realize that you married a thief or a user? That's why we are here to educate. Take your time. Why do you rush into marriage? Marriage is a commitment. Marriage is a lifetime contract. You should understand marriage. Marriage is not just a wedding. That's what I tell people. It's not just a wedding. I told you myself. I never realized what marriage is. I wanted to wear a gown. Wedding. And I thought, funye ekisajja ekirina ssente. But when I got into marriage, it was a completely different thing. You're going to sleep with this man who is snoring like a pig, who is angry, who is bitter, who is fed up, who has no respect, who was not raised. And if you survive 2 months, you're going to realize, oh my word, what did I get myself into? Kiki kino kye nayingirira Mukama Katonda wange. Because you did not realize you're getting married, you realize you are getting wedded. Okitegeera. It will be so sensible when you make one mistake and don't repeat another one. It's okay to make the first mistake and don't make another one. Okitegeera. If you realize you married a witch, a thief, a user, and at one point you couldn't take it anymore, you shouldn't get into another one. But we are walking from one relationship to another one because we don't learn. We are not willing to recycle what we have gone through, what we have learned from the past. We are not willing to use the experiences to better ourselves. All we want is to show people that we can get married again, we can have another relationship, or you want to be called Mrs. So and so, or you wanted to be seen with a beautiful girl like me. Now you bakulaba nti olina omuwala goyagala mu mmotoka yo ba mu nyumba yo. You know? Or you just want to sleep with somebody. You know? And very, very, very reckless. Omuntu gwotanasalawo nti ojja kumuwasa. Why would you go sleep with them? Because I know most of you are not Christians. Still, you're going to go and sleep, have sex somewhere. That one I cannot lie myself that I'm going to tell you that stay away from sex and you're going to listen. But if you know that this is not a person that I've married, why would you go ahead to sleep with them and start having love sex with them and start having babies with them? Because you know it, that once you have live sex with someone, there are more chances that you can impregnate them. And with this generation, where we have all the technology, where we have all the information, why would you fall into that shit? You understand? So take your time and know that this is the right person that I've found for myself. Take your time. I've been teaching here in the Love Life. Take your time to know the person you're bringing into your space. You're looking for a wife. You're looking for a mother of your children. Somebody that you look into and you see, this one can be a mother for my children. This one can be a wife, because when I look at her, I see myself. I see her in my future. I see myself in her. She can be a mother for my children. She can be a wife that I can be proud to go out with and to show off to the world. Yes, kwange yo pride abasajja mujagala. Omwaja kujja kivumira gambe, mwawasa abakazi bakushowinga off tebakulimba. Abasajja bagala abakazi basobola okulaga. Cause primary desire y'omusajja ku nsi mukazi. Vakuba na abeerimba mbubo babeera na pillow zaabwe. Those ones mbawulirizanga. Omusajja omusiraamu omu yagamba nti omukazi omulungi jjana ya ku nsi kuno. Katonda bakuwadde jjana. I agree with him. No omusajja omulungi jjana ya ku nsi kuno. Okitegeera. So you want to get somebody. Take your time. If I was a man, I would not even rush. I would take my time to find a person gwe mpulira nga mwagala. Gwe mpulira nti oyo ne wananyiza. Kuba mwagala. It will be easy for me to forgive. Because when you love somebody, it's easy for you to forgive them. Yeah. And take your time to see somebody. And you work with them. And see how they behave. And see that their values, are those the values you want her to pass on to your children? I know a guy who married a girl, ati amwasanga amulaba, because he lived with that girl for a long time. Na amwasa, but all her values. Omusajja tazagala ko omwana omuwala anywa omwenge. Omwana omulenzi bali banywa bonna naye ng'omulenzi tanywa nnyo. Omulenzi n'okulokoka n'alokoka naye omuwala anywa omwenge. N'afuna olubuto. N'alunywerako omwenge n'agenda ne ku kitanda. N'afuna olulala. Kati what kind of a baby are you going to raise? Gojjuzaako walagi. So before you marry that person, omulaba anywa n'atamira n'agwa mu kkubo n'omuwalula mpaka mu mmotoka. And you go ahead and marry that one. And that is the one you want to have to call the mother of your children. And then you start having problems and you start talking about her and complaining. When you knew her, nti wali omudating, yanywanga n'omukwatirira bukwatirizi mpaka mu mmotoka. They say, abasajja abagezi, they know the girls for girlfriends and the girls for marriage, the marriage material. Because you're going to want a woman that has values that you want her to pass on to the children. You have to have a picture of the quality of the children you want to bring to this world. And then when you have a picture of that quality of a woman, then you want those values. You look into those values. Nogamba nti omukyala ono alina values. Ze njagala abaana bange babeere nazo. Abasajja bagezi bagamba nti nze wadde simanyi nnyo bya Katonda. But njagala omukyala amanyi Katonda. Why? Because they know that the values of a woman who is God-fearing will pass on those values to the children. And the children will be raised, will have a foundation in God so that they will stay away from trouble. Abaana abakuziddwako mu Katonda, they are very easy to tame. They stay away from trouble. Niye obanga mama w'abaana ewaka asula mu bbaala gwe n'owalula oyo n'owassa n'omutwalira ddala ku olutaali mu nsi yonna ejjudde abaana b'abantu gwe n'olondamu oyo, and after that you start complaining. Otegera? So what's wrong with us? Omuntu n'ofuna omuwala omulungi n'omugalabanja, you just neglect her. A homemaker, a mother. Maybe she was demanding a lot, but there are some things that you can look into as values that will make you keep that woman. Values. Omukazi akusanze n'abaana n'olaba nga omukazi gw'ofunye akwata bulungi abaana bo, that is a value. Alina values z'ateeka mu baana bo, abayigiriza emirimu, abayigiriza empisa. That is a woman to keep. So prepare your role to be a husband. Take care of your family. Keep your family intact. That's what will make you a man. Keep your family together. Challenges zibaawo, temptation zijja kujira. But in all thy doing, be sure that you keep your family together. Sometimes they change, my dear. They change. But we are talking about negligence. People change after they realize that they don't get what they expected to get. But we want to know at what point should we get married, or should we commit to one another? At what point? Not just waking up and getting maybe a very attractive girl and say, this is the one that I'm gonna marry. You ask, why are you marrying that girl? Oh, she's very attractive. How long is she gonna be attractiveness of hers? Oh, she has beautiful eyes. There's a guy who was talking to me the other day and said, oh my word, I want to marry you. Because hey, what attracts you to me? And he said, that beauty spot on your lips there, I can die for that. I'm like, come on, how old are you? I'm 38. I'm like, you're 38? You're still being taken by just a dark spot or beauty spot, whatever they call it. And you think you can live with me just because of this? You can marry me. This generation is so funny. Ochegera. Naye ba single parents lwaki mwe musinga okuwa relationship advice lwakuba temufuga basajja. Me, I'm not a single parent. Who told you that? I'm not a single parent, Bambi. Sorry. You're misinformed. But if you've been here before, when I started, I said we recycle. We have to recycle everything we've been through and make it educative material for people who are coming behind us. Ochegera. Omuntu yenna omugezi ebintu byayiseemu abifuula ekyokuyigirako. Omusirusiru yabitrashinga byonna n'abikasuka. Ochegera. So, single parents can be good advisor because they know if they realize where they went wrong. If they don't just take the blame or shift the blame and blame it on anybody else but themselves. So when I'm teaching you here, if you have been following me long enough, when I'm teaching you here, I always tell you where I went wrong. I told you that I never knew the difference between a marriage and a wedding. So I saw somebody who was willing to wed, and I said, hey, here I am, available. Ochegera. I never thought the values of a person, never looked into the values of a person. When I was dating this guy, he hid it from me. He was a church person. He hid it from me that he was even a smoker. He was a drug addict. And he hid it from me. But marriage is a reality. That's why I tell you that it's a reality. That marriage is a reality. When you get home, there's things that he cannot hide anymore. And I found him one day on a patio. He's busy smoking. I am like, what? I thought you're a preacher. I thought you're born again. I thought you... Why? Because you did not look into the actual person that you're getting into. There's the actual person. Because marriage is lifetime commitment. So if you're looking to listening to people, don't be like a selective listener and judgmental and say onangamba yerachi ali single or what. It's not gonna help you. A professor who's teaching doctors probably has never worked in a hospital, but he can teach doctors and get out the best of doctors. So we teach out of what we learn. We teach out of what we've been through. We teach out of what we have seen. So we are telling you, and I always tell you that I'm not an expert. No, I'm not an expert. I'm not an angel. I'm not perfect. But whatever... Jen Hamani's residence, hello. Hello. Sorry about that. So we are talking about neglecting your responsibility. So to say, I don't know how we got here, but the topic is neglecting your responsibility in a relationship. Everybody has to know their responsibility. Everybody has to know their department. I had a family I lived with for some time, but there are things that we always ask mommy to do, and he will say, that's not my department, that is daddy's department. So everybody knew their role, what they are supposed to be doing at home. So you have to know your department. You have to know what it takes to be a man of the family. And don't call yourself a man if you're not yet ready to be one. Yes, if you're not ready to be, nobody should push you into starting a family if you're not ready. Me, I'm encouraging all of you, even if you've been there, you've been in a relationship and didn't work, take your time until you think that now you're ready. And take your time to spot a person that is ready. Not just being ready to do a wedding. A wedding is okay if you can afford it. But to find that's why the Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing, and he obtains favor from God. Not every woman is a wife. Not every man is a husband material. Zembagambi, I've told you. Somebody Or I've given you an example of somebody natamira no mukwatirira mpaka waka nasulanga kusesemera, but you end up marrying that person, and then when they don't work, marriage is a reality. How long are you going to sustain that? And then you start complaining, and then you start not going home, and then you start sleeping in a couch. Is that what you are? I cannot. Nayenga, it was his fault kubanga omuntu gwe yagenda naye. The siyinza kukyogera. But I cannot say that I cannot get back to marriage or marriage is evil. Marriage, no. Whatever happened to me was my fault. Because I did not look into somebody's value. It's very important to look into somebody's values. And the way they are raised. Check their background. How were they raised? Because you're not going to be different from how you're raised. The house of wealth inherited from father, but prudent wife is from the Lord. That is Proverbs 19:14. Thank you, Richard. Ochegera. So, omukazi omulungi busika okuva eri Katonda n'omusajja omulungi omusiraamu ye kyava kugamba nti jjana yakunsi kuno busika okuva eri Katonda. So take time and pray to God. If you can't pray for anything from God, pray for a wife. Pray for, because I know I have so many young men who are following me, and some of them are getting close to me because they reach out to me and tell me their issues, and I understand you completely because nobody told you this. Nobody speaks in your life. Gokola byosanze jogenze bogera mwene ensi n'ofunayo girlfriend ate oyo naye n'omukola olubuto, and then contract yeyo neggwako, and you go n'ogenda mwene ensi naye n'obeera lonni n'ofunayo omuwala waayo n'omukola olubuto. Kati bw'ogenda kugaggawala ddi? Because twagala okusitula omulembe ogw'amaanyi. We want to have a strong generation of people who are very successful, who are focused, who are financially stable, who have a legacy to leave behind. Okitegera? Munsi ensuubize gye tugenda egera kuba y'abantu bagezi. So forget about the mistakes you have made in the past. It's not too late for you to make it better. You can still make it better. You can make a difference. Okitegera? You can still make a difference. Mama gowulira byange. Responsibility. If you don't know your responsibilities, you're going to neglect them. Eh? You are just irresponsible. And you know what? Why would you marry and you don't want to behave like a married man? Eh? You married a woman? Otambulaga go? Toyagala kwogera gy'olaga? Toyagala, you know, why do you marry if you don't want to be like a married man? Ebyomukwano bibuzaabuza. Nanti bibuzaabuza kubanga you never taken time to understand or to research and to find out what it takes for you to love and to stay loved. We want to be married and behave like single people. You want to be married? Watch your wasa. Gatocha inokunonye sente. You're going to abandon your responsibility at home. Ochekera kyentegeeza. Sikitegeeza don't look for money when you're married. But what I mean, that when you're married, you have to know how you're going to play your cards so that you strike a balance between your family and your work as a man. And you have to communicate, like I put up those notes up there. That communicate if you are not able, where you need help, communicate to your spouse. That I'm not able to do this. Talk through things. I've gotten, let's say now me, I'm in the nursing field. And I would say to my husband that now there is an offer for this job. And this job is gonna require me to work at night. Most of the night. But it's gonna pay me more. And this is what I've been doing. But we have to talk about it. And we have to agree. So that when you agree, you know that my wife works at night. I know a family where the wife works at night and the husband works during daytime. The only time they meet together is the weekends because they have children. The wife works Monday to Friday night shift. During daytime, she takes care of the kids. And the husband works here in diaspora. They are my friends. The husband works daytime and keeps the kids at night. That's the way they do it. And they are not going to be unhappy like nga basajja mugamba omukazi ne bakola bakazi ne batu neglectinga omukazi tomulaba n'oyagala okumulaba okubeera naye mbuliri nga taliwo. Did you talk about it? Because marriage takes two. You have to agree. The Bible says two people cannot work together unless they agree. Did you agree? You agreed and you sent your wife to Abu Dhabi. Simanya Abu Dhabi, Simanya Dubai. And now, once they left home, because you need money. You need money. You could not take care of your responsibility as a man. And you said, okay, you can go. And now 2 years, 1 year down the road, you said, then you get a girlfriend or you get a housemaid or whatever you choose to do. And now, when the girl or the wife gets to know about it and is upset, and you start shifting the blame, and you say, what did she expect me to do when she knew she traveled all those years? I could not hold myself. Did you take care of your responsibility? Or you neglected your responsibility? And a woman, as women, we cannot sit and look on when we can't fend for our children, especially when we have children. We have what they tell you, or you have heard it many times, that women want security. Women need security. Security means that we are secure, that I have to be secure that I can pay you, but that we can pay for the children's school fees, that we can feed our children tomorrow. That is what we call security. So when I don't see security, I'm gonna look on and indirectly I'm gonna neglect the rest of my responsibility and jump into your responsibilities. Because a man is supposed to be taking care of a woman. A woman came in as a helper from the beginning. A woman is supposed to manage you as a man and help you. But once you neglect your responsibility and the woman jumps into your responsibility and then you start complaining, that's where everything messed up. Once men abandon their responsibilities. You understand? So you have to, it says, I did a video talking about communication. It involves communication. You have to understand each other. If you know that now this is my husband agenze kuba cheyo kuyiya, then I stayed home. Then I have to build up a home. I have to build up children. I have to build up a home, and I have to stay and wait and be patient, because that's what we got. I always tell my client, we have this saying that we gotta use what we have. You know, if she can't do something and you say we can use what we have, let's use what we have. So it brings a sense of agreement, sense of peace. We're gonna use what we have. That's what we have to do. You have to go to Somalia, to what people are scattered all over the world, looking for money to take care of their families. Omusajja agenda okuddanga wafuna dd'olubuto. Because you are not a wife material. You did not know what it takes to stay married. Take care of your responsibilities. If we all understood this, both sides. If we both sides understood this, Kambabuli, the world will be a better place for all of us. Get a role, yeah. Everybody understands their role in a love relationship. Somebody sent me a new song, but this is now on Facebook. Kenzo Raflumiza. Ngolaba lujjude pain. But he saw this coming and he neglected everything. Omwana neglecting obuvunanyizibwa bwe, n'omulenzi na neglecting obuvunanyizibwa bwe, relationship yonna eteekwa okubaamu okweguya. In a relationship, let me tell you, the Bible says that in the beginning, Adam and Eve were both naked and they were not shy. Otegera nti baali bwerere nga tebalina nsonyi. So two people, once they get into a relationship, shy is a nsonyi ziretawo pride. Once you choose someone to love and you have children with and you bring them in your space, there's nothing to hide. You should be open to them. Tell them everything so that they understand you and make sure they understand you, both sides. And if they don't understand you and you still value them as your family, hold on until they understand what you're doing. Because everything's going to be useless once your life is broken into, fall apart. Your family fall apart. Tell your musajja gwe manyi ku nsi kuno ina family nga falling apart. Life yena itabeera broken. Kankubulire. It takes God to mend such hearts. We know, I've always told you, people who have committed suicide, people who have above the core, they lost it all. Let me tell you, all the families that we see and admire, the relationships that we see and admire, they also have their own challenges, but they know how to, everybody to stay in their own lane. Everybody to stay in there and take care of their own responsibilities. Buli omu nasigala mu leeni ye. Ne bakigumira. Okitegeera. So that they can make it work. But insi we tutabeeremu kweguya. Buli omu teyeeguya. This is a generation whereby omusajja teyeeguya mukazi. N'omukazi teyeeguya musajja. So we have realized nti ne sente tesobola kumachi. Osanga omusajja ayina sente empitirivu n'omukazi ayina sente empitirivu, but they can't balina n'abaana together, but they can't stay together. Why? Because tekuliko yeeguya munne. Love eteeka okubeeramu okweguya. Obeera n'amalala. Because I've been noticing and looking into all of us, some of us, our relationship. Pride mulembe guno bwe tutamenye pride and ego. Abakazi tulina ego, abasajja mulina ego. If we don't fight that and break that in this generation, tukutte ku bisubi. Era mugenda kiraba. Everything is going to be politicized, everybody, and we're going to end up with a generation where there is no families. There is no families. Look into our generation. The families that you can look up to, you can count them. No gamba mama gundi no balina family jene gomba. But the biggest number, leave alone our parents, but our generation, families ozinonyanga toziraba. What is ego? Ego ge those are ge malala simanyi Richard Katubulire what is ego? Yeah, tusingako okutegeera ebintu bino. Ego, I don't know how to interpret it in another language. Kubanga malala ye pride. But also ego comes from pride, I think. Thinking that you are important. And, like I said, that you can be important in the rest of the community. You can be a celebrity, a powerful boss, a CEO, everywhere outside the home. When you are home, you are somebody's wife, you are somebody's husband. So that is way different. And I heard it from also Michelle Obama. He said, when I wanted my husband to come home and be Barack, he said, I fought so hard to see that we have dinner together out of his busy schedule, that we still can have dinner together. You know, marriage is work. And if the wife did not put that kind, today they are rated the most celebrated couple in the whole world. But if you listen to her, she will tell you what she had to put, the efforts she had to put in to see that the bond doesn't break because of the job and the new responsibilities. But in our generation, what do we have to offer? What do we have? I'm telling you this honest truth. I have a brother who have kids. Some of his kids, they call me their auntie. Some of his kids, my elder brother. Some of these kids are teenagers now. Bagenze senior. When I look at them and I start feeling guilty, and I'm like, these are supposed to look up to me as their auntie. And what is the picture that I'm painting for them? Yes, they look at their mom, they look at their dad, but also they look at me. Because when her daughter was in her P7 vacation, she asked to come and visit me in her vacation and stay with me, and she came and stayed with me. But I looked into myself and I said, I have to set my standards better than this. I have to show her how it means to be a woman and to be a wife. Your idea or opinion of yourself, especially your feeling of your own importance and ability. Okay, yes. Thank you, Muna Uganda. Yeah. Muna Uganda. Thank you. Okay, Muna Uganda. Ego. Your idea, especially your feeling of your own importance. Yeah, and you are the same person who asked what is ego over muntu mulala yabuziza. But thank you for your contribution. Ochegera. Guno omulembe tuyina ego. Nange njirina. But we have to deal with this. Otherwise, abana batutunulira. My brother's daughter, Manyinze Nganze, I'm her role model. She looks at me and she admires me. But I have to show her the right things. Otherwise, she's chipapula. Things have to be like that. So we don't tuli very selfish atenga tuli bazadde. Tuli very selfish. Kankula abazadde baffe balina ebintu binyo bye beerekereza. Just for us kids tuleme okubiraba. Naye ffe omulembe gwaffe tetusobola kwerekereza. You cannot. Oyagala omwana omulagire ddala, taata wo mubi, omuvume, nga this is a generation very dangerous. Naye bambi ne Katonda mugulu simanyi kyatulowoozaako. Naye bwe tunalaba nga tetulina mukisa ng'ensi yaffe ezeeko ekikolimo, temwewuunyanga, mumanyanga nti bino byonna byonna Katonda bye yatunuulira. Katonda n'atuggyako ekisa. And that is the honest truth. Bwe mulaba ebintu nga bidobonkana, the world, the community is operating under a curse, struggling. Don't go around asking checha tubako. Tutuse n'okufuuka abaddu b'abalala. We have been enslaved. We have thrown into captivity. People leaving their marriages and kids and families. Omuntu n'agenda akolera emitwalo nkaaga ew'omuwalabu naye nga yalekawo amakaage. And you think that is a blessing? That is a curse. But a curse yavaawa. Kubanga we neglect our responsibilities. We are not one. Omusajja kugamba waliwo omukazi namusanga ku nnyonyi. And she told me, yali awanyumya. No, ye yakolayo omwezi ogwo ne bimulema. Ne musanga ku nnyonyi ng'adda Uganda. N'agamba nze nali nina okunoba. N'agamba bba wange njagala kujja. N'aŋŋaana. Naye nali nina okunoba. Nennoba nesooka nemmubulako. Paka nengenda nenjiya ssente zange nenzijja kuno. Nemugamba kati okoze, n'aŋŋamba nkozeyo omwezi gumu tebampa mmere bankuba, n'aŋŋamba kano akaalo okalaba baakalumisa mu luggi. Nemugamba ndowooza olabye rebellion kyekola. Rebellion? Nemugamba omusajja omulinamu abaana nti ye. Omusajja akwagala nti omusajja nga njagala naye nze nakowa talina ssente. Why don't you sit the two of you and agree? Oba mutunda manda, oba nira mukwano gwange wano gwe neegombe nnyo, she's one of my followers, atunda manda, but she's happily married with her husband. Bombi basuubula manda. Omusajja agenda n'agatikka ku mmotoka n'agaleeta, mukyala n'atuulaawo ye n'atunda. Okitegeera? And you think we are seeing the blessing of God? We are under a curse. That's not what God created for a marriage. Obufumbo buteekwa okugirako omukisa. Kyova olaba olekawo obufumbo bwo n'ogenda n'otandika okubonaabona. N'ogamba bannange banna baaki, n'olekawo omukazi Katonda gw'akuwadde, n'olekawo omusajja, n'ogenda n'osiraana, ate nno n'osiraanira ddala bulungi. Kulwokubanga obufumbo buli ordained by God. And once God is the one who ordained that marriage, is the one who sustains that marriage. That's why the Bible says two people are better than one. Tosobola kubeera musajja mufumbo wa buvunaanyizibwa n'omukazi gwe wasanga wa buvunaanyizibwa n'ogamba mbu tulemereddwa ensi. Two is a force. Bible egamba one hits 1,000 and two hits 10,000. You are a force. Temusobola kusulanjala. Nzo omuntu angamba nti tuli bafumbo mwami na mukyala tusulanjala. I can't even agree. Because first of all, you have a blessing of God that is automatic just because you are married. Kigendo baleetako curse is because you neglect your responsibility nembanga temukyakwatagana. Abakyala muneglecting obuvunaanyizibwa bwammwe obw'okulabirira abasajja bammwe. N'abakasajja mulabikira obuvunaanyizibwa obw'okulabirira buli omu ateekwa okulabirira munne in their own roles and in every way possible. Take care of your women. Bw'ogenda ku makya okusaba, when you go on your knees in the morning and you pray to God as a man, because the man is a priest. Kamba buliremu abasajja abatasaba. A man is the head of the family and is a priest of his family. Once you get on your knees and you ask God for money, for blessings, to be able to take care of your family, God is going to grant you a blessing. Chovola olaba omusajja ng'alina family y'abantu 8 ng'agibiyimirizaawo kubanga yeewaayo bw'agenda okukola essente aziraba. Gwe yasuulawo obuvunaanyizibwa olina wekka n'obwana bwo tobuwa fees ate era n'essente toziyina. Kamba bulire, it takes a blessing. Olina abeera n'amaka 3 nga gonna gali happy. Agaliisa, aganywesa, agabeezawo. Kozi Katonda amulaba alina obuvunaanyizibwa bungi. Bonna alina obutuukiriza. Alina abantu bano abamudipendingako. Hajati gundi. Bonna nate bonna ne babeera happy. Gwe Katonda yakuwa omukazi omu. Olinamu n'obwana 2. But you neglect your responsibility and you think God is going to support you? No. There is a blessing that comes with a marriage. Once you stand in your position, once you stand in your place and do your due deals, get on your knees. Ask God for ideas. He'll give you ideas. Ask God for a blessing. He'll give you a blessing. Hold hands with your wife. Hold hands with your husband. Ne waba tamanyi kusaba. Gwe hold hands and speak to God. God rest. Kyebegera mu bino bye tulaba. Nze byenda bakamba bulire. Bimalamu essuubi ne ngamba gye twolekedde si wangu. Nze mbabuulira. Gwe look into our generation. Mwena mu kitunulemu. Mulabe abawala ab'emyaka gyange. Oba emyaka gyaffe. The way they think about marriage. Mulabe abasajja ab'emyaka gyaffe. What they think of marriage. And those people who think like that, they have children, they have been in relationships before, so their mindset is gonna not just affect only them, but it's gonna affect the next generation, the children they bring into this world. So we're gonna have broken children, we're gonna have broken generation, and the broken generation is gonna bring about a broken generation, that next generation. So broken generation is not gonna have any role model. So temwewuunya in the next generation nga it is worse. So anti tugamba bakifeesi n'okuba obutayimbwa na biki n'obubbi. It could be worse after us because of what generation we are setting up. so we can change this. It's not too late. Me, that's why I come out here on Facebook. I'm not buying time. I'm not wasting time. I know that God has sent me in such a generation as this to speak what I speak, and I'm not afraid to say what I'm saying. And somebody else says what they are saying. And we can learn from each other, and we can change things. We can. Chiraba. Girls, abawala tebagala kulira. Abawala bajjanga waneeno ku platform yange. Bagenda okulaba byenjogera byonna tebali willing kukolako wadde neeki. All of them left. They don't want to know. Era obasanga eri gye bavuma gye bawemulira nga ataddeyo comment. There's one lady gwe nagamba naye omanyi nti comments ezo ziku-misrepresenting, yet you're still single. You're looking for a man to marry you. But all those comments, they are very empty. They misrepresent you. And I'm like, and there are many people who are doing the same. Boogera ebintu ebima misrepresenting. Agamba they show the world how broken they are. And they're not willing to recover. So let us stay and take care of our own responsibility. Don't neglect your children. Don't neglect your wife. Don't neglect your husband. Omuntu wabanga si musanyufu, because when you live with these people, you know when they are not okay. And someone you can tell they are not okay, and you ask, are you fine? And sometimes they pretend. I will say, I'm okay. But I'm okay with an attitude, And don't just neglect and leave it there. Give them time. But try to find out what is the matter. Open the communication channels. Simple things as that. That's what will keep you going and keep you happy. There is no such a man as a happy man who has a happy woman. Once you don't have a happy woman, you're not going to be a happy man. Once you don't have a happy man, you're not going to be a happy woman. So happiness, work on it. I think your main mission would be to make your family happy. As a man, your main mission as a woman should be to make your family happy. What for do you have? What inheritance do you have? Not money, not anything, not buildings, not property. Is your family, your husband and your children, your wife and your children. Those are the people that God gave you. To make them happy, to protect them. And making them happy doesn't mean giving them all the money they want, whatever they want, that you can't afford. No. Our challenge as human beings is sin. Gordon, I'm lost here. What is losing you, Gordon Mugeji? Why are you lost? Don't get lost. Go back and watch this video again, over again. Byenjogera tebiri outside the block of what you know. It's the obvious of life. But we can make things better. We can change. What do you mean that we are sinners? Yes, but once we go to God, God is our justifier. We shouldn't make that a big issue, because sin, if we know who takes away the sins, we go to him and he takes away. Me, I'm not a sinner. He takes away my sins. He took away my sins long time ago. So whatever I do, just utamanya. Oba olusi kumanya mbagambye pride, ego, eso omulembe guno nga bw'okiwulira. Kubanga buli muntu teyeeguya. Buli muntu amanyi okwekolera ssente, buli muntu amanyi okwebezaawo. And bananga basajja, let me tell you this. Nze kyo nkibabuulira. I tell you this, ate I'm a working person. I'm a very hard-working person. But any man who will not take care of his responsibility, atayimirira mu kifo kye kya musajja. I always tell this, and I tell this to my mentees and my siblings. Boys, bagamba, you're making sure nti bwe muba mupangisa osasula ennyumba, ate omakinganga sure nti woba olina omusajja omukazi ogulanga emmere ewaka ebirala byonna bikuleme naye osasula ennyumba ogula emmere ewaka ojja kusigala mu kifo kyo ng'omusajja ojja kusobola okulamula naye olamule nga n'emmere gy'olya tomanyi gye yavudde olamule nga n'essente z'ennyumba tomanyi gye zavudde ebyo bye bireese okutabanguka so ng'omusajja era nze nsabira nnyo abasajja more than I do to women because abasajja bwe basigala mu kifo kyabwe they can tame women mukazi ojja mufuga ojja mubulira saawa z'alina okudda kubanga ennyumba yiyo naye ennyumba omukazi yagisasula oba ye yagizimba ogenda mugamba ki okitegera so let us stay in our place leka tubeko bye tuyigira ku bannaffe abakulu abaatuzaala wadde ng'omulembe gukyuse naye ffe tukyusizza ebintu but if one is controlled by sin he or she is a slave to that and sin and they will obey whatever sin or demon tells them to do. Yeah, I'm not here to glorify or magnify sin and say that because there's sin is when you yield to it. But we have power over sin because we have Jesus Christ. So it is not that we don't have a remedy of sin. Okitegeera. Ekibi teriyo omuntu akola kibi nga takimanyi, teri agenda kwenda nga tamanyi. Ensonga lwaki bw'aba yenda akukuta. Kubanga amanyi nti kyakola si kituufu. Okitegeera. So sin. Kubanga we have magnified it. We have made it right. Abantu agenda n'ayenda n'afuna obululu bungi nnyo, the highest support. Nawulidde abantu abayomba TV zonna ne zipromotinga omusiguze. Badde mpulira waliwo gaya agambye omusajja oyo omusiguze ne balyoka bamulaga ku TV zonna bapromotinga kyekyo. So you yield to sin and this is a generation we are in. So everybody is gonna think it's okay. Ogenda mu maka g'omuntu n'osigulamu omukazi we. N'omukazi ajagamba it's okay. Tetuli miyembe we muna atugambako nga tugenda nga batuwasa batukwana bangi. So if that is the way we're gonna do things, we are sorry for ourselves. Because omulembe gwe tulimu ebintu bizibu wadde. Nkubuulira. Because you're gonna, it's very costly. You're gonna live in fear. Wasigula omukazi w'omuntu. Security wise. Omuntu oyo watuuka okunyiiga n'anyiga n'akolima ensi n'emuzingako. Waba alina kyayagala okukola asobola okukikola. So ensi tugitaddeko ekikolimo because we promote evil and the good is not promoted. People are not interested in anything that is good or is truth. They are not interested in truth. So when you say we, what we do, we, what do we mean? Anyone is a Christian. Not anyone, everyone is a Christian. Everybody is God. Every person you see, God created them. Not everybody is a Christian, but everybody should have regard for God. And they should know God. Let me tell you, even before people get to know, Katonda yatuwa a portion of the Holy Spirit. Omuntu yawata naba kulokoka. Eyawula ekirungi n'ekibi. Obutuuki eyawula evil and right. Wrong and right. Ekyo Katonda yakituteekamu. Ne olaba omwana omuto bw'omusanga nga alina ekibi ky'abadde akola. Ne bw'aba abadde ayavula nga alina by'asika. Baby. Bw'ojjanga yeekanga ng'abivaako. Why? Kubanga munda mu ye there is a spirit that tells him ekituufu n'ekitali kituufu. So we just yield to sin. We just yield to evil. But we can tell. Lwaki olowooza bwe tukola ebibi? Abantu abatumanyi tino tuli balokole bagamba kale be balokole naye laba bye bakoze. Why do they know nti omuntu owa Katonda alina kutambula? That means fena to in a spirit of God to judge between sin and righteousness. But we choose sin. Why do we choose sin? Because we are corrupt, we are wicked, we are deceived. But you can choose. So anokola omuntu nga si mulokole. Nina so nakola judgment ye. Bufumbo bw'abalokole bumeka obutayimiridde. Ate nga wali obufumbo bw'abatali balokole obunywedde kubanga basobola okwawula. Basajja nga asobola okubeezaawo amaka ge ayawula ekibi ku kituufu. Arespectinga amanyi obuvunaanyizibwa bwe. You're joking. So, I want to bring the program to the close. I want to thank you so much. If you want to share the video, please feel free to share the video. But I want to encourage us, encourage our generation, everybody to realize their responsibility, to play their role. Let us, each one of us, play our role. Buli muntu yenna atwale obuvunaanyizibwa bwe. Twala obuvunaanyizibwa bwe. Omanya nti nze ndi musajja. Omusajja obuvunaanyizibwa bwange okubeera ng'omusajja is to protect my family, make my family secure, to provide to my family. Ofubanga nnyo ng'omusajja okugabirira ab'omu nnyumba yo. Ne bw'onoosaba Katonda ssente ng'omusaba ssente zaakulabirira ba mu nnyumba yo, Katonda agenda kuzikuwa. Kubanga obwo bwe buvunaanyizibwa Katonda bwakuteeredde mu nsi. Kitegeera. Era omukisa bw'ona ogenda okukola ojja kubeera nabwo. Kubanga olina obuvunaanyizibwa. Protect your family. Don't allow the wolves to come and prey around your family. How do we protect our families? Protect your woman. Banange gye tuyita, oli yamugamba. Eno saga ebaddewo Katonda yagirese ebeewo etuyigirize. Tuli yamugati munange ondagajjalidde naye gye mpita. Abasajja bankema batega ngalo. Kye tuyita abasajja naye ng'onaakuyina ssebo takulabawo. Protecting. Kambabulira, this is a reality. Omusajja oteekwa okuprotectinga omukazi wo. Ate n'omulaga nti omuprotectinga. Si mu ngeri ey'ebbuba. Naye okulaba nti olukomera lwa mukyala wo teruwaguzibwamu. Emotional. Engage that woman. If abakazi tuli emotional. You can protect my emotions. Kambabulire. Omusajja asobola okuyambako obutagwa. Ate omusajja asobola okulagajjalira n'ogwa nga totegedde. Nga tokirowoozanga nako. But emotionally, somebody is busy sending you love messages. Somebody is busy praising how beautiful you are, how intelligent you are. And this one is never sent you even a love message. Olina kubuuzaako. Nakulira nga senyiga akuluma tomwagala tokola ki? Nakusendingira message nakugamba nakulabye nga senyiga akuluma ng'olabye wafunye ku ddagala. Naye ono gw'oyagala n'agenda okukola ne buziba nga takubidde kugamba nti munnange nalese senyiga akuluma kati owulira otya? Okitegeera? That is what we call protect your woman. Nti abalala bagenda omugamba ebigambo ebyo nga yabimuwulira dda from you tayeetaaga. If I can get that from my husband, watch at it, because everybody needs that attention. Obugambo bwo obulungi buli muntu yenna abwagala. Tebakikulimba. Kati gwe bw'ota obumugamba omukazi wo, abalala bajja bumugamba atajja bu appreciating. Era bw'anambuuza nti omuntu omulala nga gwe tewambuzizza mpulira bubi sissa bulungi, omuntu omulala ajja ambuuze aŋŋambe ng'olabye ne senyiga mukwano nakuwulidde. Jamugamba munnange thank you. Naye afunirawo oluwendo olwongerako akamessage akalala. Ekivaamu emotionally ajja genda ng'awangula emotions zange mpola. Just because you have not protected me. Naye omukazi gwe ba protectinga. Oli ne bwamugamba baby. Ekyo oli aba akimanyi. Akiwulira buli ddakiika from her husband. Kati ekyo kigenda mumenya ggumba. That's what we call protect your woman. Protect her. Yogera naye protect her emotions. Protect her fears and her anxieties. Zena bagamba nti abakazi bafumbira ku bisuubizo. Yeraliikirira bwe muliva mu muzigo kubanga fe abakazi twagala security. But so okubezaawo omukazi myaka 2 ng'omusuubiza naye nga n'ennyumba togizimbanga. N'okira ku makya. N'omugamba nkubulye mukyala. Nina pulaani y'ennyumba gye ndabye ku kompyuta nze ngiprintinze. Njagala ogitunuulire ombulire oba ogyagala naye nga ne mu bbanka tolinaayo wadde akakadde. Ombulire oba eno ennyumba eneekuno ogyagala. Bwe nnaafuna ssente nja kuzimbira ennyumba wano tujja kubeerawo kiseera buseera. Ekyo kiyinza okutambuza omukazi emyaka emirala 10 ng'anywedde. Kulwokuba Katonda ffe bw'atyo bwe yatutonda ng'abakazi gano amagezi mbawaga bwereere ng'abasajja. As you buy time, bwe bukya si bwe buziba. Bw'okyali mu mbeera, promise your woman. Bwe ndifuna ssente nja kutwala e Dubai ku holiday. Agumirawo. Kati bano bonna baagala omutwala e Dubai ku holiday. Ffe tuzifuna offers. Omusajja nakutwala Dubai ku holiday. Christmas eno nkuweereza ticket. Naye nga ne gw'olina gwe weekomitinzeeko tayogerangako kigambo holiday mu bulamu bwe tekiyitangamu. Bwe ngendako nange Dubai twale offer. I'm not saying I'm promoting people to do that, but that is exactly what happens. Ebitengula because once you don't protect them, does not mean that you have to have what the other people have, but you protect their emotions. You engage them. Hey, kujja kubeerawo nga tomulabawo naye nga gyayita bamulabawo nnyo. Bagala omusuula. Kubanga nawe we wamwagalira n'omugwe wamwagalamu. Nabali babiraba. Ate balina n'eriiso eriraba okusinga balaba. So bye wamwagalamu n'abalala babiraba ate babiyagala. So you have to be careful. Okitegeera. Hey, toyina ssente tokola musaala ofuna mutini. Promising. Abaana bange bano basomera wano naye nze. Mukama ajja tuyamba abaana bwe banaatuukira ku university. Tujja kuba twaterera dda. Bajja kugenda ebweru basomere neeyo. So you keep your promises. And God always watches over those promises. Ebiseera ebisinga azituukiriza. Okitegeera. So I remember I used to tell my ex then. Namugamba ola tuli mwene embeera. But tugenda mu America. Nze serabira na wano. We'll go and make and work and get better. Ng'oli yetabiraba. Ng'aseka na busese alaba nnimba. But today, ndi wano. And the way it happened, I did not even put in much efforts. Mikwano gyange abamanyi bali kuno right now. Bandaba. They always know. They know. So they have to take much effort. Because Katonda the God will always give you the desires of your heart. So protect your women. Women, protect your men. Abachala kuno mbeerako batini. Protect your men. Protect them. Amanya bisinga okutwala abasajja. Bisinga okutwala abasajja. Olina okutegeera omusajjawo. Nolaba ebintu ebisinga obubatwala. Ebisinga obubatwala bagenda nnyo ku physical attraction. Keep yourself attractive. Teri mukazi mubi. Kitoke kifa nsalira. Keep yourself attractive. Keep changing. Don't be all the same. And that does not mean tigenda nga buli kaseera osiba nviri za kala ndala owesiga makeup mungi nnyo that you be attractive. No. Attractiveness is a lot. Man can be attracted by the way you talk, by the wisdom that you pronounce. Amagezi agakuvaamu. That's attractiveness. Can be attractive by the way you're shaped, and you maintain your shape. There's a lot. Being attractive makes a lot. And your man will be attracted to you. Being hardworking, being a homemaker. Whenever he comes home, he feels like he has come back to heaven. So that makes you attractive. You keep attractive. It's not that we siga makeup wakazi kati tuli nnyo mu makeup. But makeup doesn't keep a man. Beauty alone doesn't keep a man. But being attractive. Yes, I told somebody, I know myself, I know I'm not beautiful, but I know I'm attractive. Because I know that there is something that can attract men to come to me. And they do. Only that I'm not available. So, add value onto yourself. Don't neglect yourself. Newevaako. And take care of your man. Physically, sexually. Make sure that they get what they expect to get from a woman. Be the anchor, be their comfort. When he comes and is doesn't have money, let you not be the one to add this salt to the injury or pain to the injury, whatever you call it. Be the person that you can cuddle him and encourage him and tell him that, man, this is temporary. We'll get better. We'll get out of it. Let's trust God. Men easily get afraid. That's why they need women. And you have to be that woman that he can lean on. And he comes to you and he's frustrated and you keep him positive. That gives him the courage to face another day, to go back to the hard boss, to go back to look for a job. Don't be a source of stress to your husband. Because you don't neglect him when he's down. Most African women have this tendency of when a man is doing good financially, they are very happy. They can provide. When a man can provide, they are very excited. They can be available. But when a man is going through his winter season challenges, ng'otandika obutamulabawo. Omusajja aba akuliisizza emyaka 5 n'asasula ennyumba, omwaka ogw'omukaaga omulimu ne gumuggwaako n'afuna ebizibu. You don't have any license to trash him. Because goyinza obutasobola nakikolera myaka 5. A few women bemanyi abasobola okuyimira n'abasajja baabwe oba omusajja n'abeera nga talina mulimu for 5 years, mukazi n'asigala ng'ayimiridde, not keeping a marriage together. But that is why he needed you. Encourage him, motivate him. Encourage him to go back to school if you have money. Omukyala gwe nkolera wano nabagamba, this woman is so wealthy, but she told me that when she got married when her husband was broke and had no college degree. And she for her, she had a job and she decided to pay for her husband's tuition to go to get a training. I think it was a military training. It was a training in security department, state department, something to do with security. So she paid for her husband, and she said, when my husband got a good job out of what I paid for his school fees, he said, I never had to work because he could make a lot of money. Be loyal to each other and be supportive to each other. Omusajja nze muweereza school fees. Namuweereza school fees amala okusoma akwata abawala abalala. Because we Africans, we don't appreciate. Oh no, muzungu. They will always appreciate and exalt their women that we are there with them. And we are there for them when they needed them. So she told me that my husband never handled finances. His job was to make money. And my job was to handle the finances. And she told me one time she worked a whole year without her husband knowing, because her husband said, be home. We have enough money. You don't have to strain. You worked when I was not working. So, we can change things. We can change things. Be the woman that is very attractive. Be the woman that your husband will be proud of. Don't be a lazy woman that the husband will regret why he married you. Shekera. Be supportive. If you can support. God always sees your heart. Musajja bw'omukolera ebirungi n'akuyuwa, Katonda alaba omutima gwo. God will always bless you. Era bw'anaavaawo Katonda ajja kuwa omukisa era ogende ku level endala. So whatever you do, do it unto them like you doing it to God. Kimukolere naye ng'olinga kikolera Katonda. If you can help a stranger, then help your husband, help your wife. Bw'olimala omuweerera n'akuyuwa, still God will bless you. Okitegeera? So don't take a negative. Whatever I did for my ex and he hurt me or whatever, but God turned it around and blessed me. He did. And I can still be a blessing to him. So, let us not neglect our responsibilities so that we can build up strong relationships, strong families, and we can leave a legacy. A legacy. I'm telling you that up to this point in my life, it's no longer about me. It's no longer about me. I tell people I've had all the fun I want. I haven't made much money because happiness doesn't come with much money. But I have had all the fun I want. I have eaten everything I want. But I care about my next generation. I care about my future. I care about what am I leaving behind. What will people remember me if I go? What am I leaving behind? Am I going to be the auntie to my brother's kids that they will never want even to talk about or admire anything from? You know? So, let us try to communicate and stay in your role. Abasajja muweerera abaana. But let us be responsible. I know I have so many men here. You're not available. I have liked your statement. Hey! I'm not available. That's the truth. Richard Tony fair. Why is that your konkubiranga atonda bakuline? People are not fair. Anyway, let's bring the program to the close. It's been nice. You know that my speeches and my talks are not necessarily what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear in our days. These days are tough. These days are tough. And I tell my mentee, my siblings, my young relatives that I speak into their lives, I tell them to pay attention to who they marry. Because who you marry determines how far you can fly. Because they are the winds beneath your shoulders. So they determine how far you can fly. If you married anybody just for the sake of it, just for good sex, and brain-wise they can't contribute, you can live with it. But you have to look into. Those of you who are still single and searching, look into who you're marrying. Look into who you're marrying. And take your time, no rush. Those of you girls or ladies who think you're older, I told you last time we had a funny chat. I told you, age is just a number. Omukazi takaddiwa, omukazi akaddiwa nfaana naye. We're keeping it in shape. Look for things that will keep you in shape. Keep yourself attractive. They say, you might not necessarily be beautiful like I am. I know I'm not beautiful, but I know I'm attractive. I attract men all over the world. So I'm attractive. Oh my word, I get calls like crazy. But thank you so much for being here. I can bring the program to the close. Mweyagale, love on yourself, take good care of your girls. Temufuka basemyekozo. We don't need any more semyekozo. It's not, you shouldn't even belong to that republic. Yeah? Me, I supported them before I thought, before I realized that they are going to take that trend of being semyekozo. I don't believe in that. And I don't support that. So, a man is supposed to be a man and supposed to be, omusajja nga yewa ekitiibwa ate nga takkiriza anything that takes away of his dignity or respect. Wewa ekitiibwa mu bantu gye wazaala simanyi gye wawasa nga you command respect there. Command respect. Wotuukayo bakuwa ekitiibwa ne bagamba oyo ye mukoddomi waffe. So I know I have more men here. That's why I speak into your lives. That's what our parents, my father wanted. I don't know whether he loved my mother so much or he wanted to impress her family, but they were always proud of the muko that he was. Because every weekend, my father would buy a bunch of bananas and pounds of meat and send it to his mother-in-law, because she was a widow. And, you know, whenever they came, they knelt down to greet him, because he kept himself in that caliber of a man. And he was not rich. My father was not rich, but he knew that how to keep himself, keep his responsibility going, and keep himself like respected by his in-laws. Mama wange ne bw'anoba, mama wamugamba tambula oddeyo wabbaawo. So let's stay on track and let's be focused. This is the Love Life program. We talk about everything to do with love, and we have no people to speak to us, so we can speak to ourselves. Let's speak to each other. Let's encourage each other. Let's teach each other. Let's learn from each other. And let's protect our marriages. There is no such a perfect marriage. No. Pastor Steve was here and he's told us that. There's no such a perfect marriage. But two imperfect people can live together and God can perfect us. God can perfect us to be able to live with each other. So let us invest in learning. Fena, we are not perfect. Naye we learn every day. Byonna bye tuyitamu tubiyigireko. Ate ne bye tuwulira, read about relationships. Learn something. Do a post-mortem of the things that, the relationships that died. Why did they die? Why did they work? Do a post-mortem. And once you do a post-mortem, when you get into another relationship, then you're going to do better. Because you know, in the first place, what destroyed the previous relationship. And then if you know that, you're going to protect this one. Let us learn protect one another. Protect your person. Especially men. Protect your omukazi bw'oba omwagala mu protecting. Si mu bubi. Naye mu protecting. Tomulagajjalira omukazi yagenda mu kyalo tokuba simu. Tokuba simu. Tomo engaging. You are not calling them. You know. Since he goes to work, she goes to work and comes back tired. You don't even text her. You don't even call them. You don't even, you know, you don't care just because you have been with them. Now you're used to them. And somebody else is going to take advantage of that. When you first started dating them, you opened the car for them. You pulled a chair for them in a restaurant. Now you gave up on that because you think now they are not worthy. Somebody is willing to do that because somebody is attracted to them. They see, I told you a story of a friend of mine who is now married, but is married to a neighbor who used to admire them when they were dating. When they were dating with her boyfriend, they dated for a long time. They loved each other, but this guy always said, singa nange nfuna omuwala ng'oyo mba mmaze. Teyakwana muwala ono nga bakyali. mukwano gwange oyo twasoma naye. So at one point they broke up with her boyfriend kubanga boyfriend yagenda na messing up, so they broke up. And then guy ono yali alina outside the country kuche yakola, and then he had a rumor from a friend of his namugamba bali bayawukana dda. And then he got a contact to this girl natandika okwogera n'omuwala ono. The guy we yatandika okwogera n'omuwala ono. The next move he did is they started dating. I saw them date. And then after a year, he came home and married her. Now today they are happily married with their children. And their marriage has survived. Because this is a guy that had no job for some time. So he knew the values in this woman. Niyo omusajja yamuyina ye yali taziraba. Kyokka bwe ya messing up with her boyfriend we nawaso omwala omulala. Boyfriend we namusanga nangamba nga omukazi oli ate gwe yawasa ate byayonooneka boononesi ya losing omukazi golodi. N'agenda ku muwala omulala ate ne gye yagenda tebaafumbirigano nga gayi bambi n'ogenda n'okutuka akutusa ate nga yali alina ssente. He was a good guy. I used to like him. Naye kati ono gye yagenda yafumbirwa baaterera. They have been happy, bakola, bakulaakulana, they are together. And I can see. I actually admire them. I admire their relationship because it tested by so much, but it's still standing. So, kwofunye mukwate ng'ekyomuwendo. Buli omu atreasuringe munne. Katonda naye ajja kubayambirayo so that you can stand the test of time. Ne mukaddiwa mwenna ffenna twagala be tunaakaddiwa nabo mukitegeera. So thank you for being here. Kato James, it's been a long time since I last saw you, but I'm glad you're being here. Kayongo James. Today what's wrong with my eyes? The high Salwo, Annette Kalisa, thank you for being here. Zenith, Richard Mukasa, thank you for your contribution. Kiki, thank you for being here. Alon Bantu, Munaiganda Wambi, Webali for your contribution. Puli, thank you. All of you, Mubadeko Banji Bambi, Mwebale Kuliriza, Kambagaize weekend enungi, Mudeo Magala bakazi bamwe, Simiyembe. Mamanye nti no bakazi si miyembe ate namwe temuli basemyekozo, so you are real men. So be a man in your family, stand as a man. Don't tell people that you love them when you're not ready. Don't allow any circumstance push you into a commitment that you're not ready for. Make sure that in a better place and you're doing the right thing in the right time. So God bless you. Have a great weekend. Maybe we'll chat with you tomorrow if we get a chance. But I love you all. Stay tuned. Jessica, your servant, will always be here to speak in your life. Thank you for allowing me to come to you every time, every now and then. So be blessed and bye-bye.